It burns. I feel hot metal worming its way into the meat of me, searing my red parts. I feel heat and it burns. My first and last sight was Oakland, broken glass and plastic bags next to my face. I can't make sense of them. I'm thinking about Mama. I don't want her to see me like this. My hand filling with blood, my chest naked, open, wet, hot. I hear sirens, but it's not like the movies. I'm not that guy that can outrun bullets, fireballs, race cars over drawbridges unscathed. Me, I'm a number. A number that will be counted among the incarcerated or the dead, the murdered. Each year the newspapers count us, young, black, brown. We lived on meals from the corner store. We went to a school that didn't expect more. We longed to sit on wheels, bigger, biggest, shiny, shinier, shiniest. Music loud, louder, loudest, rattling heads to look at us. This is what we got. These gray streets, these flat lands, this razor wire existence. So many bullets in the air, one eventually hits you like a pigeon's shit. My breath is not coming to me. I pull in, I get nothing. I'm leaking. I'm not gonna see Mama. Paramedics work on me, push the meat of my chest, my bones, my butchered body. Mama will see me made up in a casket. Mama will see me on a t-shirt. She will see my picture on the chain link fence. She will place 99-cent store candles. She will ring this spot in fire. The homies will bring Hennessy bottles and blunts. My girl will leave balloons, a teddy bear, her heart rooted to a stained sidewalk. My body will go to rolling hills with so many I've known. They will scream me into the ground above the freeway. In my California, I never saw beaches, drop-top surfboards, and bikinis. I never went to the beach. I lived in these streets, black with oil and spit out gum. These streets ate me up, chewed a hole where my heart was, and it burns. Drove by what used to be our neighbor at a sidewalk memorial one day, and that's what I wrote. I was really fucking tired of sidewalk memorials. There was at one point in 2009, I think, like 2 on 1 fucking block of people that I knew. So yeah, this one is called Why I Give a Shit. About those numbers, those young men, those jailed and homicidal on the news. I went to school with these brothers, their parents, when we were young, thin, and cocky, when we were untouchable, invincible, when we rocked curls and fades, Kangos, and shell toes. These boys were my heroes. My God, so much beauty and bravado. The sisters, too, don't get me wrong. We wore tall leather hats and boots to match, troop jackets and Guess jeans tight. These brothers held so much magic, sparkling eyes, and hunger. We had KRS-One and Chuck D to guide us into adulthood, into blackness. We rode in pink Cadillacs to the east, blackwards, vain and glorious we were. We were there the very first time we saw a crack rock, when it was new, when it was cool to smoke a Grimmy, sweeten your weeds, your Newport. It was cool, but just for a minute. Before the zombies started their slow, speedy crawl, scratching skin and hair off, searching the ground, climbing slim shimmy through metal bars for more, always more. And it was fly to be a D-boy, because you could go from broke to hood star and 0 to 60, new fits, jewelry, pussy, and status. And these kids are the aftermath of so many of us consumed. Those of us that made it out are war-weary witness to the destruction, the plague. But when you rode the back of the bus, sat in the back of the class, up at Alamo or Gal, listened to cap sessions from luscious lips, the rawness, the hilarity, we can live forever in those moments. Boombox echoing through the basement floor at the schoolhouse and the projects. And I have to love these kids, their sideshows, dreadlocks, all their hyped up hatred and limping gun walk, because I still recognize those godlike boys from school days. And I pray for their survival every single strike against them. Squeezed out of the city, back to the wall in the deep east, this town so full of guns and dope, cops scared and ready to kill kids with nothing to lose. Off the tracks. It's the fact there are too many rape poems, or just too much rape or rapiness, too much talk of raping boyfriends and punching fiancés and the women who marry them. And I understand those women, I do, been there, got my ass beat and the word rape didn't even come out my mouth. But I was bent over and around and drunkenly pushed down, dick in my mouth because his friend said it was good, said I would, so drunk I sucked dick in darkened playgrounds, more than one, and sober I went to see a boy in the neighborhood, the lights off when I got there. In his room, his friend waiting for me, both of them groping me strangely in the dark room. And even though I knew they did it just to tell the fellas outside, I kind of liked the mysterious, hungry hands on my body. But I hated the dance and the trickery involved. Sometimes I refused them and sometimes I invited them in, even though my aunt yelled at me because one time they left their nephew waiting in the dining room. He was bumping around the hallway looking for them and she said, "He knows what you're doing in there." 4 hands can be better than 2. Maybe because I realized how scared of me they actually were. When I was close to coming, their nervous hearts beating fast under my palms, smooth brown chest, California curl, greasing my pillow, gold chain medallions hitting my face. And in the end, and forever, I owned it. No one ran a train on me, they were my train, a chain of men I went through and keep on. When I tire and replace them, men are funny, always standing around in line, dick in hand, waiting for a turn.